Hi friends, today we discuss the topic for physics lab experiments for BSc final year students, that is battery eliminator. First, what do you mean by battery eliminator? That is battery eliminator andre ಏನು? Without using the battery we have to perform the experiment, but in this case we use the battery in this experiment. Why we have to use battery in this experiment, I will tell you afterwards. First thing, aim of the experiment, that is set up the eliminator using full wave rectifier and bisection. Further the study the verification of output DC voltage versus load current, determine the percentage of regulation and internal resistance. This is the aim of the experiment. Apparatus used are transformer, bridge rectifier, capacitor, inductor, voltmeter and rheostat. These are the apparatus used for the battery eliminator experiment. Then formula for the calculation of percentage of regulation, that is equal to no load voltage minus full load voltage divided by full load voltage into 100. This will gives you percentage of regulation. Then internal resistance, that is R equal to no load voltage minus full load voltage divided by full load current. That will give you internal resistance. Circuit diagram for the battery eliminator is, I will show you. This is the circuit diagram for the battery eliminator. Here we use AC main source for power supply to the circuit, and these are the D1, D2, D3, D4 are the diodes which are connected to the breadboard, and also C1, C2, C3 are the capacitors, and L is the inductor, and R is the variable resistance, and PB is a power bus. We use two voltmeters, but we have to mention that this is for DC voltmeter and this is for AC voltmeter, and we also use milliampere. This is the full circuit diagram for battery eliminator. Nature of the graph for this experiment is, that is x-axis we have to take current in DC, and y-axis we have to take voltage in DC. Then we will get graph like this. Next, tabular column, that is first load current IDC in milliamps and DC voltage VDC in volt and AC voltage VAC in volt. First we have to connect this circuit, then we start power supply to this circuit. Then we get load current IDC in milliampere, that is first reading is 0, that is in milliamps we have to in millimeter we set 0, and we will get the DC voltage VDC in voltmeter, and AC source gives 0, and like this we perform in millimeter, that is 5, 10, 15, 20 up to 50 we get DC voltage but not AC voltage. This is because we use the rectifier in this circuit, that reason we will get DC output but not AC. This is the battery eliminator. I will told first that without using a battery we have to perform the experiment. Why? I will tell you now. Because here we gives input as a AC, but we get the output as DC only but not AC. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ಟನ್ನು ಎ ಸಿ ಆಗಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಬಟ್ ನಮಗೆ ಬರೋದು ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಡಿ ಸಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಮತ್ತು ಎ ಸಿ ಬರೋಲ್ಲ. ಆದ ಕಾರಣದಿಂದಾಗಿ ಇದನ್ನು ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿ ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಅಂತಲೂ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಎ ಸಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿ ಸಿ ಬರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇದು ಬ್ಯಾಟರಿ ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಆಗಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿ ಗೆಟ್ ದ ರೀಡಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ 8.50, 7.21. It is in decreasing order. We put these reading for graph. We get nature of graph like this. That is starting from 8.5. We get like this. Nature of graph is decreasing. This is the first point where we get no load voltage. It is taken as no load voltage. That is first point, and we will put points and we will draw the line like this. Now what is the value of VNL? That is half of this. We will give you 4.25. that is VFL, but we don't want that exact half. We have to take some values more than that of half. That is I will take here 4.5. That is 4.5, but exact half of 8.5 is 4.25. I am taking 4.5 like this. We cut this and like this, and we get full load current on the x-axis, EFL on the y-axis. Then we calculate percentage of regulation using the formula, that is percentage of regulation, VNL minus VFL divided by VFL into 100. That is VNL. We already know that. That is 8.50 minus VFL. VFL, that is 4.5 divided by 4.5 into 100. After subtraction, 4 divided by 4.5 into 100, that is 0.888 into 100. Then it is 88.88% of regulation we will get from this experiment. Then the internal resistance, VNL minus VFL divided by IFL into 10⁻⁻3. that is in milli. 8.50 minus 4.5, IFL is 22.5. that is we get from here. That is 20, 21, 22.5, and we put here, and after calculation we get 177 ohm of internal resistance. Next result, percentage of regulation is equal to 88.88% and internal resistance is 177 ohm. Then we complete this experiment. Questions asked. What are the Viva questions asked for this experiment is, first one, percentage of regulation. What is percentage of regulation? What is internal resistance? And full wave rectifier. And also they will ask what are the capacitors and what are diodes, and also they will ask applications of this experiment. This experiment are used in, that is normally we know that calculators we use this battery eliminator experiment principle, and also radio, tape recorder, we use this battery eliminator principles. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, share and comment. If in case any doubts about this battery eliminator topic, please make me comment. I will definitely reply for this your comments. Thank you. Please subscribe.